Good morning, students. Welcome back to our online classes. This is Tech Diaries, and today we are going to study about different systems of human body. In our human body, there are small units called cells, and these are the basic unit of life. Okay, these cells together form tissues, and tissues further again together form different organs. Different organs togetherly work and function towards developing a system. So the human body consists of different kinds of systems which perform different functions of the body. Okay, there are several systems in human body, and today we are going to study about some of those systems. So today's chapter is digestive and excretory system. Before learning about what is digestive system and excretory system, we will study first the types of system in human body. Let us see what are they. The first system of human body is skeletal system. In this system, only the bone framework is comprised. Okay, all the bone structure of our body comprises the skeletal system. Second is the muscular system. The muscular system comprises of all the muscles of the human body. Circulatory system. The circulatory system deals with the blood flow and nerves of the human body. Next is respiratory system. It comprises of the human respiration and respiratory organs. Digestive system. The digestive system is one of the vital systems of our body because it helps with the food digestion and nutrition. Excretory system. Excretory system involves the excretion of waste food materials from the human body. And last but not the least is the nervous system. The nervous system consists of all the nerves that help in the communication and sending and receiving signals from brain to other parts of body. Okay, among these we are going to study about the digestive system today. What is digestive system? What are the organs that are involved in digestive system? And what is the function of each and every organ that the digestive system has? Apart from these, today we are also going to study how the digestion process takes place and what are its benefits. Okay, let us now first see what are the organs involved in the digestive system. Before that, we will also understand what is digestion first and why it is necessary. Okay, we have studied that the human being needs food to survive, food and water also. So how does the food help us to survive? Because food gives us the energy. The nutrients the food has gives us the energy for the human body to do different kinds of activities. But the energy is not obtained directly by taking in the food. There is a long process of absorbing the nutrients from the food so that human body can get energized. Okay, so this process of uh, absorbing the nutrients from the food, digesting the food is included in the is done by the digestive system. Okay, so let us now understand how many organs are there in digestive system and how does they function and help to digest the food. Let us now understand about the organs that are involved in the process of digestion. The very first organ that comes in this process is the teeth. Okay, along with the teeth, saliva also helps in process of digestion. Let us see how does they help. So what is the function of teeth? We know when we are eating, first of all, we put the food in our mouth. Okay, inside the mouth, the food is broken down into smaller pieces by the help of teeth. Okay, the teeth chews down the food and then it is broken down into very small particles. Why it is necessary to break the food into very small particles? Because if it is not broken into fine particles, what happens? The nutrients that are present in the food cannot get absorbed properly by the organs. Okay, so it is really very important to break it down for better absorption of the nutrients. Now, after that, what happens? When the food is broken down, it is mixed with the saliva. You may be wondering what is saliva. So, saliva is the watery substance in our mouth. Okay. What is saliva? Saliva is the watery substance in our mouth. What does it do? The saliva is liquid in nature, so it mixes with the bits of food particles and then partially liquefies it. Okay, the saliva partially liquefies it, and after that the food is further sent down to other organs. Okay, after this, the next organ that helps in the process of digestion is the tongue. Tongue and throat. Okay. The tongue has strong muscles that push the chewed food which is mixed with saliva at the back of our throat. Okay. The tongue pushes the food particles that are mixed with saliva at the back of our throat. And what does the throat do? Throat have very strong muscles. They have special strong muscles which help that chewed food to push it down through the food pipe. Okay. So the throat muscles are very strong and they help the chewed food to push it back down to the food pipe. Okay. After this, the chewed food goes through the food pipe. This food pipe is also called esophagus. It is a long pipe that connects the mouth and the stomach. The food that is pushed down by the throat goes all the way down to the food pipe, and through the food pipe it goes down to the stomach. What is a stomach now? It is a small muscular pouch-like structure. Okay, stomach is a small muscular pouch-like structure. It is like a small pouch or bag. What is the work of stomach? The stomach holds the food for a very long time. Okay, the food that we eat, it remains in the stomach for at least 4 hours. Okay, there the food is churned down. Churned down means it is mixed and grinded again into very small pieces. After chewing by the teeth, the stomach also again churns down the food and breaks it into very fine pieces. Here, some of the nutrients are absorbed by the food. Stomach. Okay. Some of the nutrients are absorbed by the stomach. The stomach produces Digestive juices. What does it produce? Digestive juices or enzymes. What is the work of this digestive enzyme? The work of this digestive enzyme is to break down the food and absorb the proteins that are present in the food. The digestive enzyme absorb the protein in the food. Okay. So, what does the stomach do? We can summarize it as stomach churns the food, breaks it down into smaller pieces, and then it mixes the food with the digestive enzyme. These digestive enzymes absorb the proteins that are present in the food. From here, the food is again passed down to the another organ, that is small intestine. Okay. Now let us see what is the function of small intestine and how does it help in the process of digestion. Small intestine. After the stomach, the food is carried to the small intestine. Okay. Here, the main process of absorption of nutrients is carried out. Okay. In this process, liver and pancreas, they are also important because they excrete juices and enzymes that are helpful for absorption of different kinds of nutrients in the food. Like stomach releases the digestive enzyme which absorbs the proteins in the food. In the same way, liver releases the enzymes. Okay, what kind of enzyme? Bile juices. It releases the enzyme called bile juices. Okay, these enzyme or juices, they help to break down the fats that are present in the food. Okay, whatever food we are taking, if it has fat content, that fat content is broken down by the bile juices produced by liver. Okay, and this pancreas, they also produce enzymes. What is the work of this enzyme? It breaks down the sugar level. It breaks down the sugar that is present in the food. So, different organs produce different kinds of enzyme to break down and absorb different kinds of nutrients in the food. Okay. After this all, the small intestine absorbs all the nutrients, fats, protein, sugar, whatever it is given or whatever it is present in the food. It absorbs all the nutrients and from there it sends the nutrients to other parts of body. Now how this is done? The small intestine has walls containing small and several blood vessels. These blood vessels are called capillaries. These blood vessels are called capillaries. Okay, these capillaries absorb the nutrients that are present in the food, and through these capillaries, when they absorb the nutrient, they get it mixed with the blood, and now this blood is carried to the different parts of our body so that nutrients can be given to different organs. Okay, in this way, the small intestine plays a major role in the absorption of nutrients from the food. From here, the food is again passed down to another organ that is called the large intestine. Large intestine. Now the process of digestion is nearly to its completion. Okay. Firstly, it is broken down into smaller pieces. Then it is mixed with different kinds of digestive juices. After that, the nutrients are absorbed. So after all these, what is remained in the food now? Everything is gone except the water. Okay, so large intestine absorbs the excess water that is present in the food. Okay, it absorbs all the excess water that is present in the digested food, and after that it again helps the remaining food particles to get excreted from the body. These waste particles are called what? Feces. The waste particles that are remained after the absorption of excess water is called feces, and these feces are excreted through the organ called anus. Okay, in this way the whole process of digestion takes place. Okay, now let us have a quick revision of the whole process of this digestive system through this diagram. Okay, this is the diagram of the digestive system that involves different organs that are involved in this process. Firstly, through the mouth the food is chewed and then it is sent back to the throat mixed with the saliva. Okay, and again the food is traveled all through this long pipe known as the food pipe. Food pipe or esophagus. Okay, the food travels through this food pipe and enters the stomach. This organ is called stomach. It looks like a muscular bag or pouch. Here the food stays till 4 hours and then again it is churned and the proteins present in the food is absorbed and it is passed again to the another organ called small intestine. In this small intestine, the digestive juices from liver and pancreas are mixed with the food and then the fats and sugar or starch is absorbed from the food in this small intestine. From here, the food is again passed down to the large intestine. Large intestine. In this large intestine, the excess water is absorbed and what remains is not digested by the food or not useful to the human body anymore. So that is the waste part now. So this waste food particle is excreted through anus. In this way, the whole process of digestion and absorption of nutrients carries out. So your homework is to draw a well-labeled diagram of the digestive system and you will also write down the functions involved in this digestive process along with their work in the digestion. Okay, have a nice day and stay safe. Thank you.